子かと思ってた。母の色はノイの瞳も同じだった。鳥にすらなりえない当たり前をこなせる。周りのみんな同じ天使かと思ってた。誰に習ってもいない賛美歌を歌って、誰に習ってもいない飛び方で飛んでいる。縛り開いて草に何の疑いも持たずに、周りのみんな同じ天使かと思ってた。何度も励まされ、何度も肩をされ、意識で周りのみんな同じ天使かと思ってた。母の色はノイの瞳も同じだった。鳥にすらなりえない当たり前をこなせる。周りのみんな同じ天使かと思ってた。誰に習ってもいない賛美歌を歌って、誰に習ってもいない飛び方で飛んでいる。縛り開いて草に何の疑いも持たずに、周りのみんな同じ天使かと思ってた。何度も励まされ、何度も肩をされ、意識で中を締めとそうできない。天使を制服を脱ぎ整理の上下に着替え、誰に習ってもいないのに暮らしている。正しい暮らしができず、いつも散々な仕事日。周りのみんな同じことができなかった。神様の設計ミスか、それともどっかを知らか、意識で中を締めとなられた。できない。
Kehest. I see Shiyumi is already 1 point in the lead. Kehest known to be a no-mod aimer, I believe. So DT's a bit rough here. Shiyumi holding a nice 97%. Awesome. We played DT3 first. Oh, that was a close one. 95 to 94. This seems to be a bit more one-sided. It did not really help in Kehest being able to read this kind of AR. Shiyumi holding a nice 97, almost 97.5. Only 11 misses. In fact, it was 97.56, 10 miss for Shiyumi. Map is hard for real. Yeah, we're at the point where all the maps are hard. Hard Rock 1. Now, if the maps weren't hard, I think that would be more of an issue. We'd see like multiple SS's and some at funnels. You don't want that. What AR was that? It's gotta be high on that. Oh yeah, that's 9.6 plus CT. Here we go into Hard Rock something. I was not paying attention. My bad. Ban the commentator. Hard Rock 1. Should be a Amy map then. Starting off pretty equal here. These side irons are going to be pretty much impossible to hit. Shiyumi taking the slight lead early on here, but here we have the aim control parts that everyone loves. This song is so good for aim control jumps. Shiyumi still holding the lead after the first chorus section there. Not by much though. Could sway either way, especially with these intermediate slider ends between. Shiyumi still holding 98. Has to hold that. Kehest dropping quite a bit there on some sliders. Not hitting these slider ends. Here we go into the second jump section. This one a little bit easier, I think. More traditional aim. This one's tough. Shiyumi holding through, it looks like. A little bit of drops here and there, but 95% for Kehest. It's going to seal the deal. Shiyumi almost 98%. 7 miss. 97.82 to 95.59. Shiyumi taking a 3-0 lead. That's tough. That's 2 breakpoints already for Shiyumi. I'm guessing DT something was banned. DT4 though is picked. Kind of to be expected with how Kehest performed on the last DT map. And this is aim control. I love this map. I believe this is 300 something BPM. And you have all different sizes of jumps. I know Kehest has a good aim control, but I'm not sure about the AR, because I know this AR is quite high for him. Murmur Twins. MP start 10. Here we go. DT4. me just double check the AR on this quick. This is 9.3 DT, not as bad as the other DT that was played. Kehest opting not to go hidden this time. And shiyumi opting to go hidden this time. Interesting. Kehest looking a little bit more comfortable in the beginning here, but still dropping quite a bit. Right as I say that. Though this one definitely going to be closer than the last DT. As you can see, very aim controlling map. Kehest holding the accuracy lead here, 97.5 to 96.8. Will this be a breakpoint for Kehest? We still have a couple sections to go through, but if he holds this kind of consistency on these jumps, then it might look that way. The difference might really be a 0.3 AR difference. 1% AC lead for Kehest right now, dropping a little bit here on these lighter sections, but shiyumi matching it, going down to 96. Shiyumi actually gaining quite a bit, 96.6 to 97.5. A little bit less than 1% AC. Kehest needs to hold through on these. And it looks like he is. One more jump section and then the ending streams. Still less than 1% AC lead. Could go to the way of shiyumi, but looks like Kehest is holding on. Bancho exploding on the last sliders. But this looks like breakpoint for Kehest. Let me just double check. Yeah, 97.14. The 0.3 AR difference is huge. We go from 80% on the other DT to 97 on this one. 3-1, not a complete sweep. And now it's back to Kehest pick. Hard Rock 2, we got everything but numb. Kehest's pretty good at precision type stuff. Not sure about shiyumi. Seems like most maps are going to be like either really close or a blowout. Here we go! Hard Rock, Precision, Fast Aim. This map was very fun to play as. I love this. Okay, starting off with a bit of an AC lead here, not too much. It looks pretty equal. %% AC, but it's very early on in the map. That's just 1 or 2 miss difference right here. That's still holding a 98.5 on this. some drops there on the slider ends. Caught up to Shiyumi a bit. Not sure if it was real or not. We'll see if it decides to update. 97 to 96. Okay, Kehest is still holding about a 1% act lead. We still got about half the map left. Shiyumi holding on here through these sections. Seeming to find the rhythm on the precision. Catching up to 97.5. Takes the lead by 0.3% act. We've got about a third of the map left, I'd say. Kehest needs to hold through. This one's gonna be close though. Shiyumi holding through that whole section. Kehest dropping a good amount of accuracy. This looks like it's gonna go in Shiyumi's favor after that. Yep, Shiyumi holding through. Unless Banjo decided to not update Kehest, I feel like that's Shiyumi's win by a long shot. 96% for Kehest, 97.75. Shiyumi taking another break point. 4-1 for Shiyumi. Nice play there. Started off a bit lax, but picked it up throughout the map. Only 9 misses. It's crazy. Here we go, hidden one. No more hard rocks, no more DTs. We are going into the hiddens. Not sure if there's no more. I'm just saying we're finally moving on from those two pools. From the sound of this looks like a break core, sounds like a break core map. Don't want to move off the burst too early or too late, or else, yeah, get a couple 100s every burst. Very easy to do with hidden if you're not used to playing with it. Abort. Something happened. Song sounds fun though. Alright, here we go. We got pranked for a second, but now we're into the actual map. Let's go. Possibly. Couple early drops here. Nothing too insane though. Pretty much equal. 98 to 98. What you don't want to see is chain misses on these bursts, or missing every slider end, which is what's happening in Kehest's case, 96%, but Shiyumi catching up to 96% as well. Very easy to chain miss these bursts here. Kehest catching up to 98%. Both players at 98% actually. It's actually going to be a very close one. Here. Kehest needs to hit these slider ends though. Ugh. Kehest down by about 1% AC. These little doubles. Everything was messing him up. 93%, 97.5 for shiyumi. 95 for Kehest. Still not too much better of a situation. Shiyumi almost at 98%. Most likely taking this one. Unless some kind of crazy chain miss happens here, but not looking likely. Still seeming pretty consistent. Kehest holding about 95%. Shiyumi's still holding the 98, so 3% difference. Shiyumi dropping a little bit just does not matter. Kehest is not gaining accuracy. Yeah, Shiyumi takes that kind of 3% act difference. 12 miss, 98% for Shiyumi, 29 miss, 95.2 for Kehest. Shiyumi with 525 combo on that. We are going into a no mod finally. A mod 1. Get your aim pants on. We are aiming. This is Kehest type of pick. Backed into a corner. Shiyumi has break or match point here. 5-1. Kehest needs to win this pick and the next 3. We're saying it. Kinda true. Guys holding a slight lead here in the beginning part here. Unless those were real act drops, which, based on how the cursor's moving, never mind. Caught up for Shiyumi though, so. Kehest hitting those jumps, he's kind of crazy with it. Missing right after though, so pretty much matched up for both players. In fact, Kehest holding a little bit less accuracy than Shiyumi. It's still very close. Here we go, big jump sections. Both players missing a ton. That is about who misses less though. That's what really matters. And it's looking basically equal unless something updates. 97.6 for Shiyumi. Kehest to 97.08. not updating, so that might be the real accuracy. Shiyumi having the lead here. 0.5%. As long as he holds through, I mean, Kehest needs to win this. Looking quite comfortable in these smaller jump sections as well. Fortunately, Shiyumi a tad bit more consistent, just holding through on these jumps. 1% active. Not looking good for Kehest here. Yep, and that is it. 98.18 for Shiyumi. 97.31 for Kehest. Having less misses, but not able to take the point. Unfortunate. GG's Shiyumi. Well played. 6-1. That's a crazy score long. No tiebreaker, but not a sweep either. I will see you all in, I think, 2 hours the next match. Or an hour and a half at this point.